So this is about how to make life of developers who create WebRTC applications easier and how to bring a better experience to end users. I'm Andriy Zhilenko, and all of my life I was more of a backend developer and doing stuff on the backend, but this is a new territory for me. So please raise hands those in your company or in your projects you have tried to develop mobile dialer, web application for voice video calling, native application for Windows or macOS. Okay, and who of you successfully completed this project and you have perfect solution which requires nothing else to be done? Okay, good, so about half. These days, when we want to develop user-facing application, WebRTC is an obvious choice. However, WebRTC, it does takes good care about media transport. The signaling is optional. Signaling is something you have to invent, you have to do on your own. And the natural urges, well, we have SIP. It works fine. Well, let's just do it and let's convert it into this application world. Well, guess what? Front-end developers, when presented with SIP.js or other ways of learn all the delicacies of VoIP, they hate it. They hate it, and it's inefficient, and why would you do it anyway? And when we want to have a mobile application, and then we need to have a web application, and then we need to have a Windows desktop application, does it mean we have to triple our development size? Usually it's not feasible for majority of companies out there. And finally, well, even if we have the right tools, we have SDKs, we have libraries, we have code guides, how long will it take for a developer or small development team to create an application which will provide user experience which can compete with big guys? So your customers actually are going to be happy and they will be buying your service. We struggled with the same thing, and what we came up with, well, it should be an SDK which provides an easy-to-use API for front-end developers, so no complexity related to details of voice. And instead of just giving an API and then you go and you create it from scratch, there should be a fully functional application with all the bells and whistles. It's open source. You can get it from GitHub. You can compile your own version. You can customize it. If you need some specific feature which your customers require, then you can add it as a widget, or you can contribute it back to the main line of source code. And it should be connecting to Kamailio, 3PBX, 3CX, whatever is out there. It should be agnostic of specific VoIP system. This way, when an application is developed and your customers are using it, if you decide to do some changes on the infrastructure, if there is a need to engage additional VoIP systems, well, you don't have to now all of a sudden go and start changing the mobile application. And because we use Flutter and Dart, it means the single code will be used on Android and iOS. It will be used with some minor tweaks on Windows and macOS, and it can be compiled into native web application. So it drastically reduces the size of the development team you're going to have. So WebTrit, it's the backend which does a conversion from WebRTC and the simple signaling API between web application or mobile application. It connects to VoIP system through SIP. So again, it's agnostic of specific VoIP vendor or switch. It has all the things people expect, the push notifications, contact synchronization, and everything you need to really deploy it for some kind of production service. You will be able to tweak the user layout, colors, icons, and build your own application, and then publish it under your own name. So it's going to be your application, the App Store and Google Store. And as I said, the source code is there, so we want to create a community of people who are using it and contributing to it. How can it be used in conjunction with your specific network, with your specific VoIP system? Well, obviously, once you deploy it, you just need to create your own microservice. It's about 8, 10 API calls, which extracts information from whichever database you're using. So if you're using DynamoDB from yesterday, or you're using MySQL, or whatever, you just create a mapper which extracts the data. So we just need information about the SIP endpoints to simulate registrations, so do the SIP forking, and get contact information, maybe some additional data about users so we can present them in the contact list. That's about it. So if you have multiple systems, that's fine. You'll just need some tweaks in the adapters. And one of the reasons I'm here, it's of course to encourage people who create adapters for popular systems or popular databases to contribute them, so we'll have a larger variety of them, and then the next deployment, people who deploy it next, it will be even easier for them. So join the community, join the development, and let's make the development of application easier and our customers happier. And I'm available to answer any questions. And tomorrow I'm hoping to do this dangerous demo of connecting to one of the systems. Thank you.
Thank you very much.